Hi folks, this is Cindy Dean, your instructor. Welcome to EDU 387. This video is meant to be an orientation to the Blackboard site so you can see how I set my Blackboard courses up. Your landing page is the announcements page, which we're looking at right now. You'll see that there is a Blackboard tutorial posted here, and as soon as I finish with this video, I'll post it here as well, so you'll see it when you first open it up. Over here to the left is the toolbar, and this is the most important thing here to look at. About this course site simply gives you some information about the site. All courses have this as part of the Blackboard. One thing I want to point out here is your browser choice. Firefox works best with Blackboard. Internet Explorer and Safari do not play well. Do not use them, you will have problems. Chrome works okay, but there have been some glitches, so it's best to use Firefox. And I'll show you where you can download Firefox in just a moment. Here also is a tab for resources for you for new to Blackboard, and even if you're not new to Blackboard, you may want to look at that, maybe some things that you don't know about. Down here in Technical and Blackboard Support is where you'll find where you can download Firefox. So you can just click on here and download it. This is also where you find contact information for tech support and more. The same tab for resources. Then here's the instructor information. This is about me and where you can find me. Learning resources, I don't use this much right now. It just has a way to get to the library. So this will be a good place for you to go when you do some of the library work for this course. The most important tab is the course content, and this will take you to the work of the course. I open up 2 weeks at a time. There are 15 weeks in the course, so I'll continue to open one up every week so that you can get at least a week ahead to look at. For each week, you want to click on the folder, open it up, and you'll see that everything you need is here. It begins with a block of instructions of what you need to do for this week. And then it goes down to each one of those has a component. So introductions for week 1, you'll get a video for chapters 1 and 2. I haven't completed that yet. It will be posted by the first class, which is Friday the 16th, and I'll explain more about how that works in a moment. I also give you PowerPoints to go along with the chapters. Sometimes my videos are narrations of those PowerPoints, and sometimes they're not. Your reading assignment is here. You're going to be reading chapters 1 and 2 in your text. It's a relatively long text. We have to double up chapters here and there. And then you're also going to read this PDF, actually it's a website, Essential Components of RTI. And there are 4 components on it, so make sure you read all 4. And then you'll do your first discussion forum, which also includes doing some more reading. So pay attention to the amount of reading that you have for each week. And if you want, these are all linked, so when you want to go to the discussion forum, you just click on it. It'll take you right there, and you can go ahead and create your thread. To do that, if you don't know how, you click on the forum to open it up, and then you create a thread. Put your thread in here, and then press submit. You won't be able to see anybody else's posts until you have actually made a post yourself. So make sure that you don't wait to be waiting to see other people's things, because you won't see them until you do your own. The same thing for week 2. It'll look pretty much the same as week 1 with your instructions, and then a component for each one of the things that you need to do for that week. Okay, so that's how the course content folder works. I showed you the discussion forum already, but I'll take you there again. This is where you post all your discussions. You'll see that all of the discussions are up here. Do not try to do them without information and instructions from the course content. So don't go down here and decide you're going to do this classroom design because you don't have the instructions yet to do it. Here are your major assignments: analysis of an article, book, a movie review, research paper, and the lesson plan. So for each one of these, there are specific instructions that go along with it. So you'll have those when it's time to do those. It's taking a while to open. Hang on just a minute. So here you'll see the instructions for analysis of an article. And I generally do a little audio to go along with these as well. Not always, but sometimes I do, depending on the needs of the students I have at that particular time. Again, you'll see here. And you'll see that on each one of these tabs, there's a place to submit. Whenever you see this little icon, that's where you submit your work on Blackboard, okay? So you simply click on it and submit it, okay? You can write the submission, which means that you can open that up and then cut and paste it. You can attach it, and you can do both, okay? All right, so I'm going to go back up here, and look at the syllabus, okay? This is important. Let it open up first. So make sure you read the syllabus carefully. I'm going to go over some of the highlights now, but you need to read it in depth. This is the text that you need for this particular course. If you don't have it, please get it, because as you can see, you're going to be reading 2 chapters the first week, 2 chapters the second week, and if you don't have your text, you're going to get behind very fast. An internet connection and access to a computer with audio and video are required for this course. Here are your learning outcomes. There are 3 outcomes here, and then there are 3 main teaching standards. This course is an education course, so it is aligned with the main teaching standards. We're going to talk more about these later, but I'd like you to read them and have a good idea of what they mean. Here's the grading, weighting, the weighted grades, and your grading scale. So you can see that the article analysis paper is 10%, research paper 20%, lesson plan 10%, movie review 15%, discussions 30%, and your final is 15%. And again, here it is again, your actual major assignment that you have to do, course expectations. So even though this is an online course, I set a date that for each course I teach so that people have a parameter. So this course meets on Friday, okay? So on Friday, you can expect to see everything up that you need to see to do the work for that week. It'll be up sooner than that, but always check it on Fridays, because I may have to add some things to it, you know, prior to Friday morning. All assignments are due by Thursday, the following Thursday at midnight. So you get the work on Friday, it's due the following Thursday by midnight. Please make sure you allow enough time to thoroughly read the instructions, view all the videos, and do the work, okay? If you're logging in, you know, the Thursday before things are due at 11 o'clock and expecting to get all the work done, it's not going to happen. So make sure that you're accessing your course as close to Friday as you can. Expectations for discussion forums. Discussion forums are graded. I do expect that they will be collegial, collaborative, and timely. It's critical to online courses that we have these discussion forums. Otherwise, you're just kind of out there all by yourself. It's important for you to interact with your peers. It's also important to keep the dialogue going. So I ask that you post your response to the discussion forum and then respond to at least 2 other people. And I ask you to do this throughout the week. Don't sit down in one sitting and do the whole thing. The idea is to participate throughout the week. So that's part of the rubric. If you post and you respond to at least 2 people at timely intervals throughout the week, you'll get full credit, as long as the post, of course, has content worthy of full credit. And in terms of the content of your posts, make sure that they're substantial. Make sure that you're not just putting a couple sentences in, and make sure that you are supporting your statements with examples, experiences, and or references. Okay. When relevant, add to the discussion by including prior knowledge, work experience, references, websites, resources, etc. So, I mean, again, the idea is to not just to plot something in there, but to have a dynamic discussion. Okay. I expect all assignments to be on time. If they can't be, you let me know about that ahead of time, you know, to see if we can make accommodations for you. Academic integrity, I'm assuming you all understand what plagiarism is. If you do not, please read this Student Academic Integrity Code. Here are some resources for writing. You do a lot of writing in this course, so I urge all of you to use these supports. The Writing Center is a wonderful place to get feedback on a paper, to get started on a paper, to clarify an assignment. It's not just for struggling writers, it's for all writers, so please do use it. You can also use Grammarly, which is an online tool that helps you with your grammar and mechanics, and citations too, by the way. And here's the course outline for the class, but do not go by this. This is just a thumbnail sketch. It just gives you an idea of what you have to do each week. The course content is really where you want to go to get the complete instructions for the work. Okay? All right. So I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I really know. Here is where you can get your grades. If you don't know how to access my grades, do the Blackboard tutorial that's linked up in the announcements. You can email anyone in the class through here. And I think I don't think there's anything else I really need to go over. If you have any questions, though, do let me know. Otherwise, I'll look forward to beginning work with you next Friday. Have a great day.